change my phone's resolution there, so that should be a little better. Let's see. It might autofocus a little bit. I got a different kind of light on this today. It's not as bright. It's still my tripod light, but it's a little less harsh. Actually, let me show y'all what this sketch is all about. So you probably saw this on the thumbnail. Yeah, so this is a creature where I was doing the face first, and then I was doing the skull for it. Actually, I think I did the skull first, and then I did the face. So now what I'm doing is I'm showing a different angle, front 3/4 view, and just gonna go over how I did the muscle structure to the face, and then also I'm going to be showing you guys how I did, or how I would approach the bone design. But I would also like to just say hi to everybody and welcome. I can't get to everybody's questions, so please don't think that I'm ignoring you or anything. And also, just like clockwork, lawn care, I think, is out. I think they're doing some maintenance to the building above me. So there might be some, hey, Eloisa. There might be some chatter and banging. Eris, that's awesome. I am glad I got you back in the mood of drawing. That's amazing. I like seeing those comments where people haven't drawn in years and they just happen to run across my videos about drawing circles. They're just like, you got me wanting to draw again. I'm like, great. I didn't know circles could do that. Okay, hold on just a second. All right. Okay, so let's get started now. You see this weird horse creature in front of you. No, of course I wouldn't. Rennie, come on. What do you take me as? I try not to ignore everybody. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, the horse creature. So I did this several years ago. I was trying to find a subject matter for today's live stream where I already drew something, so we could just start right off the bat seeing it. And I came across this one, and I remember seeing some questions asked about how I do bone structures and such, and we're already talking about bones and my creature design workshop for June. So what better to talk about than a sketch that I already did, and then I'll do some bone techniques up here in the upper right. It is kind of freaky, I know. It's a freaky one. I promise this creature is not mean, just looks mean. And these actually are its nose. Those aren't teeth. Its teeth are underneath the skin here, so that's the cheek. These actually help detect smells up to, I think I wrote like 10 miles away. It's pretty crazy. What flooded down there? Did you guys get hit with a hurricane? I didn't even see the weather. Okay. So, how I approached this. Whenever I approach creature faces, it's always the most important part of any creature design. Why? Because it's the face. The eyes are the windows to the soul. I know it's a cliche thing to say. However, the face tells all. Okay, we have wrinkles, we have age, we have an expression. I deliberately tried to make this particular creature not look like it was thinking something, but rather looking for something. And there's a difference. So, like, if you think of a shark, you look at a shark's eyes and it's just black and merciless and there's nothing to it, but you know that it just eats. That's all it does, is just eat. Well, this thing, while it does have a conscience, because it's mammalian. It lives on the ground. It interacts. It just lives in a different environment. Um, I took the pupils out of the eye because I know it's a little creepy. But I also like doing that kind of stuff. Uh, I put wrinkles around the eye because I wanted to show some of the age to it. I wanted to make this whole front palate of its mouth just really strange and weird. And thanks, Peach. I wanted to make it weird because I I try to look at all the elements of the creatures I design and go, how am I going to make that different? That's something that I teach to my students is how can you take the feet? How can you take the tail, how the teeth grow, the tusks, the scales, etc.? How do you make it different than what we have seen all of our lives on Earth? And the truth is, we just have to look at reference and build up that visual library so that we know what we're drawing. We have some kind of frame of reference. And then we start bending the rules. All right. So, huge forehead, mouth line right below the cheek where it makes it really creepy, the ear right behind the. I mean, it's a lot of crazy stuff's going on here. Yes. Yes, you can definitely do animal drawings from videos. 100%. And if you really want to draw, um, definitely drawing from life is good, but also drawing from movie stills is also good. And high resolution National Geographic photos of animals, even Getty images. You're not stealing anything, you're just looking at it for reference. All right, so I'm going to make sure that nothing falls off. I'm using, well, this is my old Prismacolor. Wait, what are these? Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. These are so old. Look at this. Prismacolor regular pencils. What is that? Oh, I got a 5H there. Look at all the pencil shavings. I don't even know how old this is. Probably like 5 or 6 years old. Oh, I think I got a Verithin in there. Yep. Verithin Blue Indigo. Ooh, I haven't drawn in Blue Indigo in a while. I think that might be my next live stream. Blue Indigo. That'll be fun. Okay, where can I put this so it doesn't fall? Okay, so the skull to this creature, I had to be specific. This area right in here. And it's because we have this huge fleshy part. Okay, at the tips of these are not teeth. This is an organ. Okay, so the organ has to grow out of the jaw. If it has to grow out of the jaw, that means that there's going to be tubes and muscles. It's got to attach to it with tendons, cartilage maybe. So I needed to give a big enough area around this part of the jaw so that it can do that. Now, I was debating whether or not to bring the teeth all the way over underneath, just like a horse, or leave it bare. So just to be on the, the creative side, I guess. Maybe not plausible, but creative. Maybe the tongue can rest inside there. So let's do that. Let's just put the tongue right in there. Ooh, that's gross. So we'll put the tongue right in there. I knew I was going to come back to this drawing at some point. I just didn't know when. 5, 6, 7 years later. There we go. Okay. And then the reason this is almost like a football shape, oval-ish, is because of this organ. It needs to sit there. Okay, so the other thing to think about is when we do bone structures for creatures, you can't just make up shapes thinking that that's where the eye socket's going to go, where the cranium is going to sit, where the nasal cavity is going to sit. You really have to look at reference and figure out why muscles and organs and tissue, blood, veins, why it all sits and connects to our own bone system and other bones of animals. All right. So, like, for example, when you look at skulls and you see those what appear to be tiny little openings. It's just those little holes in there. Those are actually for nerve endings. The nerves travel inside there and they connect to the brain and the spine, wherever else they go. So I wanted to make sure that I had that in here so you can see that I put a lot of the, it makes it look rather porous. But I wanted to show that this sensory organ that it can smell with is attached to the bone system properly. Okay, so maybe the organ, maybe the major nerve system is right inside that hole. All right, so that's good. Oh yeah, I love it when you guys tell me where you're from. We got Brazil in the house. We got Finland in the house. Where else are you guys at? And girls. How many years have you been doing this? Do you really want to know how many years I've been drawing? Okay. Oh, Hong Kong, England. I've been drawing for 39 years. Philippines, Mexico, Indonesia, Canada, Cuba. I love it. West Palm Beach, Costa Rica. Oh, Costa Rica. Nice. Texas. Cosmic Death. Thank you for being a member of the channel. India, France. Very nice. Love it. Okay. The skull. So you have some creative freedom when you do skeletal structures. Creative freedom as in you can take an existing skull, like from a camel, a deer, a rodent, a cat, whatever. And you can manipulate the size of the jaw, the size of the tusks, the teeth, and everything, but they still have to be connected like real bones are connected. Can you please say Jai Maharashtra? Did I say it right? I'm usually pretty good at pronouncing other language words, words from other languages. Thank you, Cosmic. You are very welcome. I had somebody comment on one of my videos. I don't remember who it was. And it really meant a lot. And I didn't even realize it was happening. Hey, Brian. But somebody said that I was turning, my YouTube channel was turning into an academy. And I thought for a minute, I was like, you know what? I think it kind of is. And I that wasn't even my intention. Like, my intention was just to show everybody how cool creature design could be. But I'm getting like the foundation drawing videos in there, which are very important. I got a lot planned for those, like mapping shadows, drawing cubes, cones, cylinders, and spheres. I kind of touch base with that, but more advanced industrial design techniques. And I know that like several months ago, I was mentioning that I wanted to do a digital product of foundation studies. I'm still working on that, but I think for the time being, I might just make videos for my foundation playlist, because making a digital product where it's, no joke, like 50 to 60 hours worth of teaching in just one digital product or digital class, that's a lot. So I need to find out how my summer is going to be. Traveling to Cincinnati this summer. That's where I'm from. So I'm taking my boys there. That'll be a lot of fun. 4th of July. At what point do I change the pencil? When it gets too short? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm nearing the end of my pencil. Let me get one in here that I actually have not changed yet that I should have. I'm looking through my pencils now. Okay, so... Well, that's not that far off. All right, so there comes a point when if I hold my pencil to the edge over here to pinch it, and I need space over here to have it, run freely on the paper, and it doesn't run freely anymore because my hand's too close to it, I'm stopping. Because there has to be a certain leverage point where I'm comfortable with like having my hand off the page. So, yeah. Anushka asks, I look so young. I can't believe you're doing art for 30. Thank you. I'm actually 43. Oh, thanks, Lucas. Darmeek, I'm not even going to answer that AI question. That's a loaded question, man. I've answered. No, it's nothing against you or your question. It's going to take me some time to actually word it correctly because um, it's very, 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 very polarizing. And and I don't care about ruffling feathers. But I do care about giving the right information. So I don't want to talk about AI right now. Thanks, Lucas. I think I said that already. Okay. Oh yeah. What the heck was I drawing up here? I am drawing eye sockets, but there's going to be more than two. There's going to be like five. I think there's going to be five eye sockets. That's what I'm going to do. So there's the main one up here, and I kind of hinted at the other side of the skull. This is another side of creature design. So we're used to using or seeing the skin. Like we draw creatures, we don't start with the bones. We just immediately go for the skin and say, "Hey, look at the scales and fur and teeth and all that stuff." I'm going straight to the core. I'm going to the bone first. So, but I have to give enough space there where another eye can fit. Okay, so that's the other thing. If you're doing skulls, when you have this big socket and you got this socket, the space in between those sockets has to be strong enough because it's the orbit, it's the orbital part of the socket. It has to be strong enough to house the muscles in order to turn the eyeballs. Because let's face it, guys, the eyes are huge. How am I ignoring you and you didn't say anything? I'm not ignoring you. There's no such thing as a complex name. I do have a Discord, Anushka. So if you go into the description of this live and you look at Creature Design Workshop Discord, you can join straight from there. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see your question then. How to make manga or comic? That's another question I can't answer. Because I mean, that's like asking me how to build a car, and I would love to tell you how to build a car, but I can't. Manga is something that I am not good at, and I don't want to give you the wrong information. I'm really sorry, and I don't mean to, you know, be rude or anything. How do I draw a man with four arms? Can you draw a man with two arms? All right. My phone is getting warm already. That's just nuts. How is that possible? Oh, oh, that's because the brightness is up 100%. That's why. Rennie, your Libra wife says hi. Hi, Libra. Us Librans, we got to stick together. We're a crazy bunch. Yep, we're what you call Sigma. We'll go to a party. Rennie, ask your wife this, and I bet she'll say yes. Will she go to a party and she's ready to go in 20 minutes? Because you did your thing and you're ready to bounce. Yep, that's what Libras do. What inspires me to draw certain creatures? Do you have a particular fascination with a specific name or a specific type of animal or mythical being? Uh, man, I look at everything. Animals, movies, all kinds of stuff. And I don't have like I like insects. Those are my favorite. They've always been my favorite, but I know it's hard to say. I get influence even from plants, like foliage, and because there's so much cool stuff out there that people usually don't look at when it comes to inspiration. What am I drawing? I have no idea. Okay, that's the cranium. Yeah, well, I can't turn the phone off right now. Usually if I just turn the brightness down, it'll be okay. That is going to be one wild looking jaw, so I definitely need to add that part. You're very welcome, Zaya. How do I get the line art good? I just practice over and over and over. It's repetition. It's just repetition. So all the lines that I do that you see me using as I build up the skull and whatever I'm drawing, I don't think about it anymore. And that just comes with putting in the mileage of doing art. It's like playing games or doing anything that requires a specific skill or a movement. You just don't think about it anymore. Hey man, listen, if you want to draw a four-armed guy, you're not going to get good. You need to watch videos on that. Like, go watch how to draw Goro from Mortal Kombat. You're not going to get anything good in a chat on a video, man. I'm sorry. Like, you're going about it the wrong way. You got to get your paper out and just start sketching, and then specifically type in that type of thing you need to look for drawing. And you can, yeah, and join the Discord. And then when you join the Discord, put your sketches up of the four-armed dude, and we have an art critique channel. So just put it in the critique channel, and we got tons of people in there that are more than willing to help you out. I just feel bad because I can't, and while I'm drawing this, I can't just tell you how to draw something completely different. I would love to draw a four-armed manga dude, but I just can't right now. I don't even know what I'm drawing. Cool, awesome, and welcome. If you join it, welcome. Tommy, that's a good question, man. Like, how much pressure? Just play with different line weight. Okay, so start the line off darker and then release the pressure as you end the line. Dark to light, dark to light, dark to light. Look at my last video that I published 2 days ago. It was literally, if you're starting off drawing today, how do you start? And I go over those exercises. Yeah, I'm going to use indigo blue next time. I miss it. Indigo blue is awesome. I might do it on marker paper. So right now I'm just kind of playing with some shapes, making it look like this skull is old. Maybe there's weird sharp teeth there, but I'm thinking about not skin at all. I'm thinking about how the skin would sit on top of it. Yeah, my phone is lagging because it's overheating. So I'm trying not to, maybe if I turn it down a little bit, the brightness, that might help. So sorry about that. Thank you all for tuning in, by the way. I enjoy this so much. It's fun. really is lagging. That's annoying. And the thing is, like, I have a my camera that I record my regular videos on. You can't live stream from it, even with plugins. Like, you can't do it. It's got to find out like an alternate way to do that. Very welcome. Dragons are cool. Maybe I'll do a dragon next time. You guys want me to draw a dragon? Game of Thrones dragon? Ooh, that'll be a lot of fun. What if I draw Smaug? Oh, you know what will be fun to draw? Balrog. Oh, yeah. Well, a Balrog from Lord of the Rings. Lucas, yes. So when I look at reference, it just gives me a basic understanding of the shapes that I need to put in there. If there's certain attachments with muscles, like if I'm doing an ankle joint, I don't want to just make up where the calf muscle pops out and where the bones pop out. That's just giving an example. So I'll look at reference of that and I'll make sure that if I'm making up a creature that doesn't exist, but it's based off like a dog leg, I'll put all of those necessary tendons in place on the creature that I made up, but I'll manipulate the shape a little bit to make it look like not a dog, if that makes any sense. So I'll just kind of manipulate what exists and then go from there. Those of you tuning in right now, thank you so much for sticking around here. If you look at the description below, there are two links that I want to talk about. One link is our Creature Design Workshop Discord. We just surpassed 1,500 members since I made it public. Super proud of that. Very happy for everybody that is having a good time there. Yeah, I can draw robotic creatures too. Oh, from Horizon Zero Dawn? That might be fun. I love that game. Creature Design Workshop Discord. Awesome community. Very, very cool people. People are posting their studio pics left and right, and I haven't posted my studio pic yet. I keep forgetting. You guys have some awesome setups at home where you're drawing. And I also love seeing old school card tables in the corner of a room with a sketchbook and a lamp and like a couple erasers and a pencil and a cat sitting on the table. It's awesome. It just takes me back to the old days when I didn't have, like a bigger desk or I didn't even have room. Like it's just great to see. Uh, and then right now, our June session is going on for Creature Design Workshop. So join that, or you can take a look at the website for the Creature Design Workshop. You can take a look at the sample syllabus, dozens of samples. You can read some testimonials from students that have taken it from me. I hold the Creature Design Workshop every single month, beginning on the first Tuesday of any given month. So whenever that first Tuesday hits, that's when I do it. And then it goes 4 weeks. So this coming July, it'll be on July 2nd. And then I'm going to be out of town for July 4th, obviously, the whole week. And then I'll be back that following week. So if you want to sign up, we got limited space. So be sure to sign up. We got a sign up section on how to do it right on the website. What do you mean you don't feel good enough yet? You should go to where, Ronnie or Rennie? Yeah, I need a capture card. Oh, I'm using it's this like super cheap thing I got from Amazon. It just you clamp it on the side of the desk, and it has a light on one bendable stem, and then the other stem is a cell phone clamp. I have that. I like solo projects, but I mean, when I'm working with big studios, we have to collaborate. So I also like that too. I just like the process. This thing turned pretty vicious. I have no idea what this thing is, and that's the fun part. Because right now, the little holes that I'm putting in here are just for the optic nerves, but I'm immediately starting to think that this thing is rather human looking. I wonder what it would look like with skin. It'd be pretty terrifying. There we go. That's cool. Well, now it just looks like a demon. I'm fine with that. Okay, how we doing on phone? You know what? I wonder if I can turn down some other stuff because it is getting warm. Ah, I think I found out why. My Bluetooth is on, and that is just killing my battery. Maybe that's why it was running down so much. Because my phone doesn't need Bluetooth in order to stream. So hold on a second. Yeah, that might have been it. It's amazing how many apps run and you don't even think about it. I would love to hear what you all are working on right now in the chat. Just let me know what you're working on. Working on your portfolio? You finishing school? Are you drawing in your spare time? Are you ready to send your stuff out to a studio and you're freaked out about it? Like, what's going on? Can you turn down the stream quality in the middle of the stream? Oh man, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, it looks like it's smooth again. So I think that Bluetooth turning that off really helped. Cool. Okay, back to my weird head. Again, don't know what it is, and that's the fun part. Look at that brow ridge. Pretty crazy. Anybody see any cool movies lately? Exercising your imagination. That's awesome. School stuff currently. That's good. That's a good worry to have. It's a healthy worry. The new Godzilla. Yeah. They're really churning those out. If it's silent and I'm just not saying anything, it's just because I'm concentrating on this weirdness going on my page. Starship Troopers. The only good bug is a dead bug. I saw that movie opening weekend. I'll never forget that. It's such a not good movie, but it's so good at the same time. Good cast though, man. Michael Ironside's in it, Casper Van Dien. Yeah, a lot of good ones, a lot of good actors. Yeah, Subnautica's good. Very good. There we go. Oh, your son says hi. Tell him I said hi. And thanks for watching me draw creepy stuff. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream as long as I usually do. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You guys want me to do a little sketchbook flip through? Show you what else I have in my sketchbook. I think I've done a flip through of the sketchbook. Oh, let's see what I got in here. Oh, holy cow. I got a lot of stuff in here. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Hold on just a second. Okay. Sketch number 1. Got that one. And that one. I have an armadillo warrior about to set off on its own adventure. Demon that you don't want to mess with. It's somebody conjured from the Ouija board. Some attractive girl. Real weird road warrior. A bird mixed with a spider with feathers. A dragon. Jason Voorhees. A baby dragon coming out of an egg, and the mama. Storyboarding for, this was an old Star Wars competition. This was like 8 years ago. Bunch of Oompas, like the child and the parents, looking at the child and then the parents, and they just kind of cross paths. Throne, it's like big chair. An ancient knife sword that has been overgrown on a distant planet. Just kind of grew in with the foliage. Something crawling out of the depths of hell that you don't want to mess with. Just practicing little scenes where it looks like a little demon, but there's other stuff around here like skulls. And then this was actually the beginning stage to another scary competition that I was drawing for, like the boogeyman opening the door and seeing that come inside your room. And then we all have that fear of something at the end of our bed when we want to cover up our feet, and that grotesque thing is at the end about to bite your toes off and then pull you under the bed and then do whatever it does to you. This is the mouth of a creature where I was figuring out the tentacles and the exact need for them. Just a character, an old dude with a big beard. That is an ancient book that you cast spells with, and the spell is coming, like there's blood coming out of the book, and then a demonic face coming out from the cover. So somebody was messing with a book that they shouldn't have been messing with. Here's an iguana, or like, not an iguana, but iguana-like lizard in the forest. We got a scene of like a factory. Just some buildings and some smoke. We got a Grant's gazelle from another dimension. So if it evolved on Earth, but like a parallel Earth. Another demon. Scribbles. This is actually probably one of my favorites that I've done. This is, it's an image called Brotherhood. Okay, so let me just kind of rake it across there. This is a dragon, but the dragon teams up with a warrior that is down here. So these two fight with each other. Okay, so they have each other's backs. And the image is called Brotherhood. This drawing is called Long Claws, and it's another entity that, you know, could be from a bad dream or something that crossed over. You shouldn't have been messing with it. This is Grimhilda. This is a witch, straight up witch. Don't mess with her. She's not friendly. She's also missing a pinky. And if you notice, she has these ghostly children that are climbing on her dreads that live on her. So they look like dolls, but they live on her. This is actually Parazerna. So this was on the cover of Imagine FX. This is like back in 2018, I think. They liked the sketch so much they just like, hey, wait, I don't remember if I drew this for Imagine FX or they just liked the sketch and they put it on there. But this is called the Parazerna. Yo, why is that still shaky? Ugh, I'm so sorry, guys. That's why I'm moving slowly. So this is actually an ongoing character that I have just been drawing. It's a character where he just travels the land in like a post-apocalyptic area. You know, it's so cliche, I know, and he has a giant wolf with him. But why would I sue them? They paid me. All right. Another in the series of sleeping and then something is attacking you. This one is a man and a woman asleep in the tent camping, and all of a sudden this demon creature guy comes in that controls tarantulas and poisonous spiders, and they all infest the inside of the tent. But the problem is you can't move. So you suffer from sleep paralysis while these things bite you. And this creature likes that. This is called I think this is called the Gonthus. So I drew this one a couple years ago, maybe. Another creature. Yeah, average camp in Australia. That's funny. That is actually really funny. It's true. Here's the head to the Gonthus creature. There's the head, mouth open. And that's what it looks like on the side. So the canopy covers its head. Another sketch of like going through the desert, maybe where there used to be old gunfights, and it looks like a cowboy, but it's a dead cowboy. This was throwing a little bit of colored pencil on. There's the dude walking with his dog again. A very eerie and scary cabin that you find in the woods. Palm tree, and somebody died and was buried next to the palm tree, and then the person is going to visit it. A demon hiding behind somebody's gravestone because they did something very bad, and it's making sure that it does not go to a good place. Nothing. Oh yeah, more head designs for that Gonthus creature. But this is the skull, so this is what I was talking about in the lesson today, okay? So drawing the skull really helped me figure out like what's going on with that shape. So I had to manipulate a lot of stuff, putting in some of the shapes for the bones. There's the front view of it right there. Are you guys enjoying this? Because I got like 40 more pages. I'm just going to go through it all. This is probably the biggest flip through I've ever done. It's so, totally impromptu, but I hope you guys enjoy this. Share the video too. Hey, why not? All right. Okay, more. So this was a fun one. So you can see the scary, almost ghost town. But if you look closely, let me get my pencil here. If you look closely, you're going to see what appears to be a witch, followed by ghost children standing around the witch. And I got this idea, obviously, from Blair Witch, because I love Blair Witch. All right. Well, it is what it looks like. A demonic egg sac with a demon coming out of the egg. Pretty freaky. There's a warrior carrying the heads of other creatures. Had a long day. Baby giraffe learning how to walk. Told you I draw cute things. Nobody can ever say I didn't draw cute things. I really can't draw cute things. Sometimes, not fluffy. I have no idea what this is. It's like a black spirit because the black face, and it's not human. So, a fisherman just chilling on a rock, hoping to grab some lunch. This is more of the Gonthus creature, but I was doing some turnarounds of the head canopy, like the big structure that's over its head. This is I guess the skeleton of it. So I did some call outs on what's actually going on so you understand. This creature is called the Larkot. Got all the little notes that I need on the creature, what it looks like from the front, from the back, the environment that it lives in. This is part of my eCore 117 project, personal project that's been going on. So did like up here, just the height of a typical human, 6 foot. I don't know why that 6 foot human is always used. Just, I won't even say 6 foot anymore, just a person. And then the Larkot, and then the head up here. Bugs. Salmon-crested cockatoo. We got the Quincy monitor, cave whip spider, harlequin beetle. Yeah, fun stuff. I don't know what that is, and I just stopped drawing it. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. So this creature is part of my Ecore 117 project, and you definitely don't want to mess with it. You can see how deadly it is and how big it is. So that's a human up here, and it stands 4.5 feet tall. All right, it's got all the body parts: the tibia, proboscis, femur, coxa, trochanter, tibia, all the necessary things that you would need to see on a bug, but a very, very big and vicious bug. And then this is part of my Ecore 117 project that I'm showing you right now. And then this is the side view of it without the side legs, in case it needs to be modeled so the modeler knows what it looks like. This is the head, very disgusting head. And then down here is a little environment sketch, so you can see the creature walking on the marshland. So there's like the swamp right here, and then this is how big it is and how well it can actually camouflage itself. So you can imagine, and these things can stand for days, totally still, until an unsuspecting victim comes by, and it's not good. Not good, let's just say that. Little bug. Scribble. Got some ink scribbles. Just practicing some different warrior masks. Thumbnail page, very, very light sketches before I got to this one. This creature's for Ecore 117. It's called the Decorpa. And you can see the size of it over here. It's pretty big. It's even taller than the other one. Tons of thumbnail sketches, just littered the page with them. Like this. This is what gives me ideas. I'll just scoot it across there so you can see it. Warrior thumbnails. I love Vikings and Norse mythology and all of the old ancient warriors. So I just was doing a sheet of a character I was designing called Osmar. There's some more creature studies. You can see these in my portfolio too, but they're actually scanned in, and I kind of touched them up a little bit. Oh, Asmo. So Ecore 117 is a fictitious planet. It's a planet that I made up. It's hundreds of thousands of light years away. And the whole point is, well, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know who's listening. Never ever give away ideas live. But essentially, scientists go there, and there's a lot of deadly creatures, and that's all I'll say. All right, so these are head designs. So these are refined head designs. And I'll just go through these so you can see them. Just having fun with different bug head shapes. Some of them look rather mammalian. Some of them might have teeth. Okay, and then I'll show you the head design of it, getting into more detail. It's looking pretty sinister now. Like this. This is the part of the creature design process where you really have to think about the functionality of the mouth and everywhere, like from head to toe. You just have to do it. And then this, I started to become happy with the body. Okay, just something really strange looking, really fast, crab-like, extra arms on the top with hooks. Like, you can't get away from this thing. If you saw it, it would be even deadlier than the skull crawlers on Skull Island that King Kong had to fight. I mean, these things are nuts. And then this was the final. All right, so there's the dude standing, and then this is the creature. All right, this was almost all black Prismacolor that I drew this with because I needed it to be darker. let's go back again. Okay. More Osmar sketches. There we go. I don't know how many I did of him. Some faces. And then here's a weird horse creature. I forgot all about this. Huh, it's kind of nice looking through here. It's a lot of fun. All right. Oh, don't want to show that one yet. Ballpoint pen of an abandoned, haunted, I guess, farm. And then here, I was looking at an okapi as reference, and then I took it upon myself to kind of accentuate its design, and then I just started sketching more of it. So this is how you get better with anatomy when you study the animals that exist, and you can kind of, you know, bend the rules a little bit. You know, like the ankle right here, that doesn't exist anywhere on Earth for a quadruped. That back doesn't exist. I changed the head a little bit, you know, gave it a really cool looking tentacle. Ultimately, I kind of wish I gave it a better stance, but I'll live with that. All right, so these are village, like, buildings. I'll just go through here. This is ballpoint pen. Just a lot of fun. More buildings. And I did some paintings of these too. It was digital. I don't know if I still have those in my portfolio or not. Oh, yeah. And then these are more. This is more, not these are more. More buildings. Just stuff for villages. I love that kind of subject matter, drawing that too. You guys should know by now I like doing environments also. Those of you that have seen me posting this stuff in Discord. And then this was sketching Grimhilda's house, like in the swamp. And then this was ultimately Grimhilda's home. It's this little witch hut built into the root system of a really huge gnarled tree. It's pretty crazy looking. And this is what I was showing you guys today, but I'll keep going with my sketchbook. So we'll go back to this after I'm done. Demon warrior creature and its pet demon creature. He's just petting him like, good job destroying everybody there, little guy. Anthropomorphism. So this was another owl, a warrior owl. These were thumbnail sketches of environments. Just kind of give myself an idea. I can't tell you how to shade on chat. Here's an ancient warrior with the outfit of a giant raven. Here's a really disgusting bug that you probably should never mess with. This big fella. I think this was in another video. But yeah, because I did that face in another video. The creature itself is part of eCore 117. It's called the Carphanoid. Very, very big. That's a human down there. That's the Carphanoid. Here's some sword designs like the hilt. Different blade shapes. More Osmar heads. Osmar is the Viking character. He's a Vicious man. Button noble. And then here's another version of him just walking. Cosmic death. I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. Oh, somebody's backing up. My brother-in-law is a pastor at a church and asked me to do some drawings for his sermons. More thumbnail sketches. If you're hearing beeping, that's because somebody is backing out of the complex's driveway. Sketches of a skeleton warrior, minions, humanoid. And here we go. This is the Charcatora. It's kind of like a combination of a protoceratops and an ostrich. Yeah, no sirens yet. Don't say anything. Don't jinx this. All right. Oh, yeah. This was in Imagine Effects too. This was probably, I had a lot of fun drawing this one. You know, sometimes when you just draw something and it just feels right and you don't want to stop ever. That's the way this was. I didn't want to stop. I just kept going. Okay, so I was trying to mix a camel spider with a snapping turtle. And I did, by the way. I'll show you where it came up. Oh, this was for an old ArtStation competition. Ancient civilizations. And then it's like a voodoo dude. Enzok. Okay, so I have to be careful about what I show you guys because some of the stuff is under NDA, so I have to kind of flip through to see what I cannot show you. So I'm going, hold on a sec. I gotta block this. Okay, I'll block that. Okay, can't see it. All right, another head. This thing's crazy looking, I know. But that's where I was mixing the, what was I doing? Oh, the snapping turtle, alligator snapping turtle, and a camel spider. Yeah, secrets. Just give me a second. I gotta make sure. Oh, okay, I can show this. This was just a part of the contest for ArtStation. Then more faces, head designs for that crazy creature. It is, yeah, it's a big bite. All right, let me make sure that you can see. Okay. And this is our warrior Bala. So this is Bala. Muscles and all. Can't do anything about the lag. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh, oh yeah, you could see that. You could see that one. And then this is the other voodoo warrior dude that I was drawing. That's Enzok. How do I shade? You've asked me that 5 times, man. If you want to learn how to shade, that's an awesome thing to want to learn how to do. Please join the Discord. Check out my playlist where I go through just the creature designs in general, because I like to give shading tutorials with any video I post really. So I try to give little tidbits here and there. But yeah, join the Discord. Just look in the link in the description, and then we can help you out. All right? Because I want you to get good at it. All right, let me make sure that I can show you. Nope. Nope. No. No. Blank. Okay, I can show you this. More head designs. What do we got here? This was for my brother-in-law's sermon. And then creature arms. Oh yeah, so here's what I ended up with. You guys ready? It's called the Doomer Hoblin. That's the snapping turtle, alligator snapping turtle, and camel spider mix. Okay, you guys ready? All right, I'm gonna go slowly so you can see this, because it's pretty gnarly. All right, I'm just gonna keep going across. That's how big a person is, right there. All right, more thumbnail sketches. Quick scribbles, just throwing lines down to see what happens. This is Galthazir. Another set of creature faces. And then more stuff for eCore 117. I'll show you this page in a sec. So this creature right here is called the Pemagort. This one is called the Hombic. The Hombic was fun to draw because, so this creature is flat like a rock. Okay, and you see these soldiers walking across what they believe are flat rocks in the swamp area, and those are actually the tops of these creatures. So what happens is once you step on them, they sense it, and then all of a sudden that's the head, and it comes out and it just bites your ankle. And what they do, it's kind of like a crocodile. They just pull you under the mud or bog or whatever is under there. It's a really horrible way to go. Okay, and then this is what the creature looks like in side view. So it just looks like an uprooted tree, really. Like you can't tell. So it's pretty creepy. Okay, so I think this was the beginning stages of my demonic ant that I was drawing. These are some of the preliminary sketches I did for... What the heck was this for? Oh, yeah. There was a French movie that came out. I think it's called Heavy Elements. Yeah, the actual, or Animal. Hold on a sec. I really have to think about this. I know I can show it because the movie's out. Some more huts. This creature is part of my eCore 117 project called the Charney Scarn. Okay, and the Charney Scarn's actually a nice fella. Or a nice female. All right, that's how big it is compared to a human, but you can see that it has no problem just shaking hands with it. Like, all it does is just want to eat. And that's the Charney Scarn's face. All right, this is some trees. And this creature is called Douglas. Yeah. So I saw a picture of Rick Moranis, and I was like, you know what? I might draw something like Rick Moranis. And then this creature, it's kind of like a story with him. So this Douglas, in memory of Douglas Furs. He was an entomologist, and he went into Ecor 117, and the creature destroyed him. More thumbnails. I don't even know what that is. That might have been an abandoned freelance project. I don't know. It's not pretty. Oh, can't show you that. Can't show you that. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I can show you this. Okay. A tree. A different kind of tree, an alien tree from another planet. That was made, I think this was a model that was actually made. This was like 6 years ago, that particular drawing. This creature is called the Bafragort. So this is part of Ecor 117. Very big, very, very big. This was a demon I did for a commission. It was later sculpted and made into a, let me change this. It was made into a model. There's the side view. A lot of fun. All right, let me make sure. Okay. This one is called the Hindrope. This one's a particularly nasty one, and it's a creature you wouldn't really expect because you can see what it's doing to this poor dude right here. Just walking along, and what it does is it hangs from the trees, and it looks just like just vines, just packed together like vines. And it doesn't move. You get all these crazy appendages hanging down, and they attach to trees. They look just like vines. There's fake leaves on it, and then all of a sudden, that thing opens up, and you're toast. You have no chance. And then probably my favorite. I don't know why, but I go back to this sketch because I know I want to eventually model it. This is the Orpa Chakra. This thing is the apex predator of my entire planet or my project that I'm making. The Orpa Chakra is so vicious that even the other big creatures just go clear of it. Even the meaner ones. They're just like, we're not messing with that thing. And then down here, you can see the soldier hiding behind the rock. That's how big it is. So it's pretty large. Yes, it does, Dan. Just like a cat. That's funny that you caught that. That's funny that you caught that. Yeah. So that's a lot of art, folks. And that's just one sketchbook. But I want to tell you that if you want to become a creature designer, I'm flipping through all the pages, by the way. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to put this in as a disclaimer. If you want to get good at drawing and really commit to it, and maybe you have never filled up a sketchbook before, now's the time to go get a sketchbook. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. You don't need anything super expensive. Do you wish to work on the next Godzilla and Kong movie? Yeah, I mean, that would be a lot of fun, actually. Any creature film, honestly. I've never contributed to Star Wars, but I would love to do that. I need a little break. I need to go get some Gatorade or something, but thanks for sticking around so far. I'll be right back.